Hi, I'm Chris Work, and I'm sitting here today with Jeff Spencer, co-founder of ProftDig. And today we're going to talk about how small business impacts the construction industry. So Jeff, tell us, how does the small construction company affect the overall market?
The small construction company has a big impact on the market. And you may be a small construction business owner and you may not even realize it, but you kind of control and set the market for a certain area in the construction industry. And what I mean by that is, if you're a new construction company, or maybe you haven't been in business too awful long, I've talked to a lot of different construction companies and owners, and you ask them, what does it cost you to run a D6 dozer, or what does it cost you to have this man on the payroll? And most of the time I can't get a direct answer. And when you come to your payroll, they're like, well, I pay him $15 an hour. Okay. But that $15 an hour is his base pay. That doesn't take into effect, you got to pay workman's comp, you've got fringes, insurance, whatever perks you may have for that guy that affects his cost to your company. So now this $15 an hour employee has actually cost you $25 an hour. And if you're not incorporating this information into your bids, then you're not doing yourself justice. You are not making the profit margin you think you're making. Same way with a piece of equipment. That piece of equipment costs you X amount of dollars to operate. You're going to have to do maintenance on that equipment. You're going to put fuel on that equipment. And you're going to replace that piece of equipment sometime in the near future. And just because your neighbor over here, he's got a dozer and he digs ponds for somebody or does land clearing and he gets $100 an hour, doesn't mean that that's going to work for you. And what this boils down to is you are undercutting yourself. You make enough money to get by. You can pay your bills, you can pay your employees, you can buy fuel, but you never really gain any ground. You're not making money. You start off at this size company. 5 years down the road, you're still the same size company. You're getting by, but you're not getting ahead. And the reason you're not getting ahead and the reason your business is not growing is because you're not tracking your cost adequately, because you don't know exactly what it costs you to run your business.
Okay. So that's sort of a scary thought if you think in the grand scheme of things. If you have multiple small contractors who are going down this same path, then they're essentially dragging down the overall profit within a particular area.
Exactly. Because you start submitting bids to different GCs or different owners, and you're always winning bids. You're covered up, you're busy, you're working every day, 7 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day, but you never gain any ground. Well, now you have brought that market down because the other guys over here that are controlling their cost and know what it costs them to operate their business and run their business, they can't compete with you because you took their profit out of their bid. So now they're second, third, fourth place bids because you and 2 or 3 others have set the market in your area. And most of the time, it goes to a certain limitation. I don't know what that cutoff is, in our market, usually right around the $1 million mark. When you get up to $1 million in job size, then you are competing with larger contractors. Contractors that have put stuff into place to help them control their costs and know what their cost is to run their business. And so you as a small contractor, your financial stability will not allow you to have the bonding in place you need to bid these jobs that's $1 million and more. You may not have the financial means or the cash to back a job like that. And so you typically stay, $100, $200, $300, $400,000 projects because you can go in there and do those. When you get done, you haven't lost any money, but you haven't made any money, but you continue to go on and bid the next job.
You've made your payroll.
You've made your payroll.
Yeah, but
exactly.
That's it. Yeah. So it's like if all of these contractors were to get together and share their bid proposals, they combined could literally lift the entire market.
Yes, exactly. And not only that, it can lift the market and make you more profitable.
Right.
As a small business owner, small contractor. And now you're making more profit. You can bid more jobs. You can put on more people. You can add more equipment. You can do more revenue. And, you know, your business is growing.
Yeah.
But, you know, these bigger contractors out there that you see, like, you know, I've been there, you know, like, hey, I want to be them. I want to be that larger contractor. But you can never get there because you don't know what it costs you to operate. So you stay back here in your own comfortable little market and you bring everybody else down.
Right.
These larger contractors, I mean, they would bid on these smaller jobs if they were profitable, but they can't be profitable because you've set the market in that area.
So it's almost like if you're easily picking up all of these new jobs, then that should be a signal that something is off there.
That in combination of when you look at your dividends, when you do your quarterly financial statements or biannually, however you do them, and you're showing 5, 4, 3% profit, or you're zeroing out, then you need to rethink your cost because you're not charging enough money to do the work you're doing.
I see. Well, Jeff, this is really good information. I appreciate it. All right, guys.